Hello, everybody, and welcome to SE Learning Station. Today, we are going to be looking at a book that I really, really love. It is about making connections, and so making connections with the people around us. Most in this book, we're talking more about making connections with adults. So, when we're making connections, we're thinking about who are people that we can trust. So, our trusted adults and who we can go to when we need support. At the end of the book, there will be some guiding questions just to help you have a conversation about the book, and I hope you enjoy it. So, today's book, it's called Love and is by Karine Avaris and Kirsty Budiman, and it is about making connections. So we can see the strings of love are going in and out of the mom and the child. Everybody loved everyone in Tess's house. Daddy loved Mummy, Mummy loved Daddy, Tess loved Mummy and Daddy and Tom. Everyone loved Tom, and Tom loved everyone else, apart from Dingle, who barked loudly and scared him sometimes. But Dingle loved everyone too. Mom said, loving someone means you like being near them, as near as you can possibly get. Tess thought about all the love that filled their home like the light inside one of Daddy's little houses. If Tess had to leave home, then Mummy or Daddy went with her. And so the love came too, whenever she went and kept her warm like a scarf. When Tess visited Granny and Gramps' house, the love she had left there last time was still safe inside. Tess always had love nearby, and we can see the love here being wrapped up inside the family. But one sunny September day, it was time for Tess to start school. Mommy and Daddy couldn't come to school. Tom was too little. Granny and Gramps were too big. And dogs can't use crayons. So Tess would have to be brave all by herself. School was large with lots of doors and windows. It wasn't like a candle house or a warm scarf. If we're not together, will the love still find me? Asked Tess. Don't worry, said Mom. Love is like a string between us. It can stretch as far as it needs to. They said goodbye at the gate. Once again, we see that string connecting them, that love. Now it's being wrapped around them. It felt strange to Tess not having love near. How could she know that Mummy was on the end of her string? She tugged, but perhaps Mummy was already too far away to feel it. Tess ran right up to the school gate. She might be closer that way. She tugged again. Are you okay, Tess? A teacher had joined her. I don't know if Mummy is on the end of my string, Tess explained. The teacher gave Tess a hug. She was named Mrs. Turley, and she understood. I promise your Mummy is always on the end, she said. As they walked back to the classroom, Tess noticed a little thread between them. That felt nice. Mrs. Turley guided Tess to a table when a boy was making a paper dragon. Do you want to help? He asked, and offered her the glue. As they played, Tess told the boy all about her string. I have strings too, said the boy excitedly. The more she looked, the more Tess saw that everyone had strings. Love that went sideways, backward, forward, and upward. When she ended, she felt a little tug on her string as she thought about Mommy waiting for her at the gate. Tess stood with Mrs. Turley and watched as one by one all the children were met with a hug and left for home. Where was her mummy? Tess's tummy fluttered and her heart beat fast. Her sadness turned to worry, and she tugged the string again and again to see if anyone was there. And she keeps pulling and trying to see what's going to happen when she gets to that end of the string. Mrs. Turley took her back into the classroom to wait. It seemed to Tess that her string was useless. It wasn't connecting her to anything. With trembling hands, she united the knot and let it fall to the floor. She untied the knot and let it fall to the floor. Then Tess cried and thought, and though Miss Turley tried to help, she wanted to be alone. Suddenly, she felt a hand on her shoulder. "Mummy!" "I'm so sorry, Tess. Tom was crying for his lost teddy. It took us ages to find it." Tess hugged Mummy tightly. Then she remembered what she had done. "I untied her string," Tess confessed sadly. "Well, let's fix that," said Mummy, smiling. She looped the string, pulled the knot, and reconnected them. Everything felt right again. "I promise you, Tess, our string may stretch or tangle, but it will never truly break," said Mummy. Then Mommy and Tess cried happy tears and felt their love wrap them in a big bundle and roll them all the way home. So that's the end of the book, and we can see that connection between them, the love between them, is tight, and it got rebuilt after Tess felt like Mommy wasn't coming to get her. So some questions to think about. What did the string mean? And what did it mean to you? How come Tess was pulling at her string? What do you think she needed? How do you feel when Tess's mom came? So what feelings came from you? I'm sure you had a first day of school experience that maybe you can remember. Did you have similar feelings to that? Next question. What adults are connected to your string? So it can be adults from anywhere. It can be your parents, grandparents, teachers. It can be your daycare provider. Lots of people can be connected to your string. Who could be other adults that may be connected to a string? So I gave a couple examples of maybe your daycare worker, maybe bus driver, maybe the caretaker at the school, the principal. And next question. What special qualities would a person have who is connected to the string? So when we're thinking about who our strongest connection is to an adult, we would call them our trusted adult. And they would be someone that we could go to when we have questions about things, we want to tell them something exciting. So I hope you enjoyed the book today, and I look forward to the next time we are together. Take care. Bye bye.